Welcome back, dear students of class 8, to another part of the chapter 8 networks. Students, in this part, we are going to talk about the FTP networking protocol or the file transfer protocol. So let us quickly begin with it. Now, students, file transfer protocol or FTP is a standard internet protocol. What is the meaning of standard over here? Standard means this protocol, okay, a protocol which is standard is agreed and accepted by the whole computing industry. Okay, whole computing industry means all around the world the file transfer protocol remains same in all the countries. Okay, now important fact file before starting to understand what exactly is FTP is that the file transfer protocol or the FTP was originally designed by Mr. Abhay Bhushan, okay, in the year 1971. Okay, so this is an Indian person who has designed this file transfer protocol. So very important name, you need to remember this. Okay, now let's come back to the file transfer protocol. So students, FTP or file transfer protocol, as we discussed earlier, is a standard internet protocol. That means this protocol is accepted, agreed and accepted by the whole computing industry around the world. Now, this is one of the simplest and easiest ways to exchange files. Remember, the name itself is file transfer protocol. So, when you want to exchange files between two or more computers on the internet, okay, then you will use file transfer protocol. But while using file transfer protocol, you need to use FTP client and FTP server softwares. So there are two softwares that are used for this. On the client end, okay, if we want on the client end, we need to install a software which is called as FTP client software, and on the server's end, we need to install the FTP server software. Okay, students, let me show you an example of the FTP software. Okay, so FTP software. Now, if you see this FileZilla, okay, the free FTP solution, this is one of the FTP softwares. As you can see over here, this link over here that is shown over here, this is for the client software. Download FileZilla client. That means what? This FileZilla client is the FTP client software. Okay, so you need to install this software on your client computer, and then this one, the FileZilla server, this is the FTP server software. So in order to use FTP, you need to install these type of softwares. Not only FileZilla, but there are other softwares also which are FTP client and server softwares. But one of the most famous ones is your FileZilla. Okay, so in order to use FTP, we need to install the FTP client on our this client machine or the client computer, and you need to install the FTP server software on your web server or the this on your server computer. Now, if you want to send files from one computer to another, okay, you need to use FTP client and FTP server softwares if you want to use this particular protocol. Okay, now FTP or the file transfer protocol uses the TCP/IP protocols to download the software or the programs on the computers from other sources. That means if I download these two softwares, this software on my computer right now, it will use the TCP/IP protocol that we studied in the previous part. Okay, it will use TCP/IP protocol to download that particular software from this particular page. Okay, now the source can be a web server or a remote host server over the internet. That means this source of downloading this software, right? For example, this right now the source for me for downloading this software is this. Okay, This is a web server of FileZilla. Okay, filezillaproject.org. This is the their web server is my source if I want to download this software right now. Now see students, you can either use the FTP using the GUI based FTP software. What is GUI? GUI stands for Graphic User Interface. Okay, so either I can download the GUI based software or I can also download the MS-DOS prompt. Okay, this is not GUI. In this we have to type commands. But nowadays MS-DOS prompt based GUI, sorry, MS-DOS based FTP is not used mostly. Nowadays, we use GUI based FTP software. So, we'll be talking about a GUI based FTP software only. So, now students, I'll show you how does an FTP software look like. This is what an FTP software looks like. When you install it and you open it for the first time, this is how its main screen will look like. See, there's the address bar. Now, the important thing to note over here is that whenever you type the address in the address bar, the address will not start with www. It will not start with World Wide Web, but it will always start with FTP. And then you type the entire address, FTP colon. So instead of World Wide Web, we use FTP. Okay, over here. Then in the address bar, then you type the address of the server. Okay, you type the address of the server where the file is present. Now see, this part is your client side. This part, my computer, you can see this is your client side. That means this is your part, this is your computer, and this is the server. Now, when you open this software for the first time, this part will not be shown to you. Okay, the server part. What you have to do, you have to type the address of the server, then you have to type your user ID for this computer, and then you need to type the password. And then you need to click on this connect button. When you click on this connect button, your computer, that means the local host or your client, will be connected to this web server. Which web server? The whose address you have just written over here. Now see, you can see these two buttons. Okay. Now, once the web server is connected with your computer using this FTP software, what will happen, students? Suppose if you want to download this image, okay, 112 underscore 1285 underscore dot jpg. If you want to download this on your computer, just click on this and click on this button. Okay, select this and click on this button. So this file will be transferred from the server to your computer. Okay, if you want to send something from your computer to this web server, if you want to save this so that others can connect to this web server and download the same thing, then what you can do, you can select the file from your end and then click on this button, so your file will be uploaded to this server. This is how the FTP works. Okay, so in order to use FTP, you need to download the FTP client software, okay, on the client side, and FTP server software on the server side. Okay, and then these two softwares or these two will be connected using the internet connection. Okay, and they will use the FTP file transfer protocol to send files from the server to the client and from client to the server, as I have shown you. Okay, the same thing is written over here. See, nowadays internet browsers have inbuilt feature to make FTP requests to other servers. That means some our internet browsers also have use the FTP protocol. To access any file or content using the FTP, a user needs to log in on the FTP server. I've already told you over here in this part that you need to enter your user ID, like over here test user is entered, and then you need to uh, enter the password, and then you can click on go, or you can click on okay, then you need to click on go, and now you will be connected to this FTP server. Okay, students. Now you need to you need to log into the FTP server by providing your credentials. Credentials over here means your user ID and password. Your user ID and password are your credentials. Okay, students. Now, the FTP software allows the user to drag and drop the file between the remote host and local host. What is meaning of remote host and local host? If you look over here, this your computer is your local host and this web server is your local host. Now, instead of using selecting and using these buttons, you can also directly click the file and drag and drop over here. Okay, you can drag and drop also your files from this to this place. Okay, now this is not exactly a software, this is just a screenshot of the software. I'm not using the software exactly. Okay, so if I want this image to be downloaded or sent to my local host, this is the remote host, the server is the remote host, and this my computer is the local host. So I just need to drag and drop the file, drag the file from here and drop it over here. If I want to do the vice versa, then I need to again I can drag and drop, or I can use these buttons to transfer the files. Okay, students. Now, some of the files are always available for free, okay, or for the public to use and download. Such files can be accessed using the anonymous FTP. What is meaning of that? That not always you need to use the credentials, okay. Only for secure files you can use these credentials. Some files can be kept on this web server for any people to download it. Okay, so in that you don't need to enter your proper username and ID. You can just use any name, okay, and you can download it anonymously without exactly telling your credentials. This is called as being downloading what anonymously. That means don't tell your credentials, okay, don't tell your name, and just anonymously download the files. Though, so only the public files which are present over here, that can be downloaded uh, from the FTP server without using the credentials. So this is your FTP protocol, which is the simplest way of sending a file from one computer to another computer, or exchanging the files between different computers. Okay, students. So I hope you have understood the file transfer protocol. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer your doubts and comments regarding this. In the next lecture, we'll talk about the SMTP, IMAP, and POP. So, these are the protocols. SMTP is the simple mail transfer protocol. So, we'll talk about that in the next lecture. Thanks for listening. Take care of yourself and be well.